What is the difference between feeding a bale of alfalfa and feeding alfalfa pellets? That's what we're talking about in this video. First off, there is no difference nutritionally speaking, or there should be no nutritional difference in feeding a bale of alfalfa versus pellets, because pellets are a bale that is packed into a pellet. Now, one could argue, well, what are they binding it with? How are they doing it? Blah, blah, blah. But typically it's just going to be steam in a natural binder. Depends on who's making it. Of course, we sell cross brand, and that's how they are naturally bind together, by a natural binder. And so there is nutritionally no difference besides just the nutritional differences from bale to bale. Now, one might ask, then why wouldn't I feed all pellets? Let's talk about a few of the differences. First off, 50 pounds of pellets versus 50 pounds of a bale. Typically, it depends on where you're at in the world and your situation, but typically that is going to be more expensive. So because of the manufacturing process and shipping and things like that, it's going to be more expensive to feed pellets versus a bale because there's more labor involved in that. That would be the first reason. The second reason is because horses would take longer to go through this long stem forage. They have to chew through the stalks and the leaves and all of that with a bale, where they do not have to do that with pellets. So what that can cause is, since the horse is able to eat the pellets faster, that causes less water intake. So the horses will not have to drink as much water, and they can also consume it a lot faster. That can cause issues with your horses. You might know colic and things like that. When they are able to consume a lot amount of calories, a heavy amount of calories in one sitting very quickly, that can cause issues. That is going to be the main difference in that. A 1991 study showed the difference between feeding alfalfa pellets versus alfalfa bales, and they found no difference nutritionally speaking. Energy versus digestibility versus protein, the fiber, the amount of all the nutrients that the horse was able to get out of that, they saw no difference. The only difference they found was the waste. The bale had a lot of waste. The horses dropped a lot of the stems. The horses dropped a lot of the leaves, and so there was more waste with the bale versus the pellets. So actually, in that study, the pellets were a better advantage. However, the horses can eat more, they don't drink as much water, blah, blah, blah. So nutritionally though, there is no difference in those two.